as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
First down, Dolphins.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Looking right. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
First down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Ravens' 17-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a third and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a fourth down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And his kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Dolphins 10, Ravens nothing. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it first and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
23-yard line.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Throwing is Mariota. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Back at the 34.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and they end up making the play.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that is incomplete.
Mariota's pass incomplete from the contact. results in a 4th down.
And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Ravens nothing.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Play action, now it's Tua. And he comes back with one complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Dolphins 17. Ravens nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
4-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
49-yard line.
Mariota. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Mariota out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Right back to him on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season, and the Ravens get a bit closer. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Let's go. Block 40.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
The tackle
just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Tua now on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Tua. It's complete to Parker, left side. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want...
Thrown across his body and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Mariota now. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? A first down throw for Mariota. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, Mariota eluding the pressure right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. To throw is Mariota. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
No gain on the play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, check. 56 to Mike. Watch the screen.
Now a handoff here to his running back. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Mariota. Steps away to his left. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
4th down.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the left hash, this from 37. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will close the gap down to 14. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check, check. 40's mark. 40's the mark. 40's the mark. Hey, 40's mark. 40's mark right there. 40's mark. I smell big right.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Now a handoff looking right. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 21.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On play action, Mariota. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 12-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
29 is the Mike 29.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe you're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now Mariota. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they go the wrong way here, knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now left side on the swing pass. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Mariota. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold.
Turnover on down.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
By
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
1st and 10. At their own 38-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Intercepted by the Dolphins. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half out